Good morning. Welcome everyone to the room and also online. We have people online for this final workshop of the DigiEcoQuarry project, Shaping the Future of Raw Materials, the Legacy of DigiEcoQuarry. That's the title of the workshop. First of all, I would like to thank Aggregates Europe, UEPG, for hosting us in this workshop, and the team of Aggregates Europe for all the preparation of the meeting and all the technical stuff. Thank you very much. The idea is to present today the main conclusions and the main actions of the project. We are nearly, as you know, it's a 4-year project and we are nearly to the end. The project will end by the 31st of May, so everything is almost done. And we are now in the preparation phase of the justification. We have here our project officer from the Commission, Mr. Marco Sasanowski, here in the back of the room. Thank you, Marco, for coming. And I hope that you will find of interest what we produce during the work of the project. I will make a very quick presentation, and then I will give the floor to Lorena. Lorena will be managing the meeting, so giving the introduction to all of the speakers. I don't remember if I introduced myself. My name is César Luaces. I'm the coordinator of the project. I will make a very, very quick overview of the project for those who don't know the project. The project is a H2020 project. We started at the end of the pandemic. In fact, we had the first kickoff meeting online because it was not possible to meet at that time. So we had another kickoff meeting in November once it was possible to do that in Madrid. We have been working with a big team, as I will explain to you, during 4 years, and we will end our project very, very soon. It's a very complex project, as you will see, with about 13 million euros funding and about 18 million of total investment. For the project, we conceived the project to give a first step in the digitalization of the extractive industry. The project is applicable to aggregate, but all the materials, most of the developments are able to be used in any extractive site. So it's not only about aggregate; it's much more transversal. We have been using the new technologies as drone cameras, phones, used for the site surveying and monitoring, artificial intelligence, BIM, automation, deployed for automated tasks in difficult environments. I will not go into the details because you will have the presentations later on. We have been using the Internet of Things, enabling real-time monitoring and data collection, and trying to have a comprehensive process analysis of what's going on in a site using these technologies, analyzing the impact and the consequences of each measure we implemented on sites, interconnecting processes. That was one of the biggest challenges because at the end we have many different processes into a quarry, and with different suppliers, different technologies, different degrees of maturity, etc. And it has been a challenge to try to put this information together and to make this information available first, but also readable and manageable by the quarry people, in order to be able to to have an effective decision making for the management of the sites. We have been working in 5 pilots. The pilots, as you know, their sole function is to be used and to collaborate in the development of the specific technologies. But in fact, the project aims to spread these technologies in other environments, because the idea is to try to reach as much as sites as possible. So we use and we deploy in the different sites, as you will see, different technologies. And we have been working in 4 vectors, 4 directions: health and safety and security as the first one, the efficiency and profitability as a second one, because at the end, if we want to have sustainable extractive industry, we need to be profitable in order to be able to make the investment that are required for the different things. Environmental impact is a must. So that was always in the equation and the decision making, and the social acceptance or social awareness. It's another, let's say, compulsory direction to proceed. We had a big consortium, 25 organizations, plus some other linked organization from 8 different EU countries and 2 internationals, one from South Africa, another one from Colombia, with a very different kind of profiles related with social and sectoral innovation, ICT expert, and the quarry industry value chain. It's difficult when you have a European project on aggregate, because we have 26,000 aggregate sites across Europe, to be able to find a short, because it's not possible to have 10, 20 pilot sites. If you want to be retained by the Commission, you need to have a limit number of sites in the projects. So the idea has been to try to have something that is more or less covering everything. Of course, we cannot speak about representative because representativeness, because it's not possible to say that 5 sites are representing 26,000. But at the end, we had 3 quarries, 1 sand and gravel pit, 1 treatment plant, isolated, 4 big companies, 1 SME. And that profile then led to designate each site as a site leading on a certain topic. So we had 1 site for treatment optimization. We had another one for drilling and blasting. We had another one for energy efficiency, another dealing with transport and storage, and another one leading on social acceptance. The idea of the project was to tackle the whole mining process, the whole extraction process, from drilling, blasting, loading and hauling, treatment, processing, and transport, trying to cover as much as possible, plus additional transversal topics. I will not go deeper, sorry, in this point, because all the participants will explain the different developments. When you prepare a project for this kind of project, you have an idea which is very, very close to the reality. But when you come to the sites, you really have to manage the reality of the site where you are working. And then we had to overcome several barriers. For instance, the lack of connectivity in the sites. We developed new system installation or alternative solution in order to get all the data coming to the right places. The lack of historical production data, even in the groups. I mentioned we had 4 groups. It was not always easy to have the right data in their own systems. So that was another issue. The expert system integration within the platform, that was another point, because at the end, as I explained, the different suppliers, they have their own systems. The different participants in the project developing expert system, they have their own, let's say, tool, and we need to extract the information from these tools in order to get this information available in a simplified way for the quarry manager. And the coordination of the 25 different organizations has been a challenge, because if we consider the difficulties in certain points, the complexity of the project, because we had a lot of cross-cutting interactions between sites, partners, etc. So if it has been a coordination challenge to get the best results, but I think that at the end we did it and we were able to manage. And as I said, we applied and we used the drilling, and we developed drilling and blasting technologies related with transport, with the treatment plan, as you will see, digitalization actions, and more transversally, environment and health and safety tools, as you will see.